Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with a 2-week postpartum update. Everything that happened to me after I gave birth, as well as a little update on Juju. So after I gave birth, of course I was in a lot of pain. I tore a little bit, so I had about 1 to 2 stitches. It wasn't anything too bad, and of course after you give birth you're very tender, you're very sensitive, so I dealt with a bit of discomfort. But in the hospital they give you this spray and they give you these long sanitary napkins that are like this long, and they're nice and cool, so it's supposed to help the swelling and any discomfort, so that wasn't too bad. I also experienced very painful contractions immediately after, I want to say, pushing the placenta out. It was very painful for me. I had to take Tylenol and Motrin. That's the only thing that kind of helped the pain subside. But being that it's my 3rd child, the nurses explained that it can be more painful the more children that you have, and that your uterus needs to contract to go back to its normal size, which normally takes about 6 weeks. So for about the first, I want to say 3 days, I was in so much pain. I was actually really scared because of the pain, along with a lot of bleeding. I don't even want to say the word hemorrhaging, but it looked like a murder scene. It was blood everywhere. Like whenever I would get up, even to use the bathroom, to stand up, blood was just on the floor. And I'm talking about, this might be TMI, guys, I'm sorry, but it was like globs of blood, and it looked like big globs of like grape jelly, and they were just falling out of me. It happened with my other children. I tend to bleed more. Some women bleed more than others. It slowed down after the 4th day, but those first couple of days, it was very scary. I'm breastfeeding, so getting the baby to latch on and switching from alternating sides, your boobs tend to get very tender. So I definitely experienced tender boobs, like burning. I'm hanging in there, guys. I'm still breastfeeding. So the only uncomfortable symptom as for breastfeeding, I would have to say, is engorged breasts, which comes 24 to 48 hours after you have your baby. Your breasts get really filled with milk, very tight and painful. The only way I relieved my pain was I took hot showers, warm compresses, and of course you want to relieve the milk, whether it's breastfeeding or pumping, but you want to just get that milk out, because if not, it feels crazy. So this trick is to use lanolin. They gave this to me in the hospital. Oh, and don't talk about my nails, y'all. That's another thing. We're gonna get to that at the end. Don't be cracking on these nails. I'm gonna get to that. But yeah, so you want to use some type of lanolin cream to massage your boobs. It helps with the stinging and the tingling. Something else that I experienced is the darkening of my skin. As an African American, women of color, women of darker pigmentation tend to have darkening of the skin more when they're pregnant. Right before you give birth, something I noticed is that my neck got very dark. My stomach was very dark. Even underneath my arms became very dark. So that's something that I guess I have to wait for the hormone levels to drop. My numbers have to drop drastically, and each day, of course, they're dropping down, as well as hyperpigmentation in my skin. I've even noticed like white blotches in between my eyebrows, and even in between my breasts, which is weird. Like I said, it has to do with the fluctuations of your hormones and stuff like that. So basically I'm just gonna let my body go back to its normal self, and there's nothing to really worry about with that. Appetite is not, of course, obviously the baby's gone, so I haven't really been so hungry, but I have been very thirsty. Breastfeeding, you want to make sure that you take a lot of water. You want to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. That's, whatever you eat, you're giving to your baby. So I've experienced a lot of excessive thirst, which is great, because you need to make sure you drink anyway. So maybe after like the 5th, between day 5 and day 7, I kind of want to say I experienced the baby blues. Not because anything is wrong, or life is just crappy because I'm blessed. It's, I guess, a feeling of overwhelming sleep deprivation, and I guess when you don't get the proper rest, you start to get irritable, you can get cranky. And like I said, I have to adapt. I have 3 children now. I have 2 girls and a newborn, so adapting and learning how to make everything work and have some time for me can be a bit challenging. So I felt sad, but from the help of my husband and my family, it was just a quick moment. And giving my faith and being who I am, I prayed, and God just removed all of that negative all of those negative thoughts that were trying to come into my mind, he just removed them because I prayed on it. And you know, it's fine. So if you happen to feel any type of sadness and you know you just can't shake it, don't let it linger. Please reach out to somebody, family, friends, even a therapist. That's something that you just don't need to deal with by yourself. It can be very, very hard, especially when you have all these hormones that are trying to go back to normal. Your mind can definitely really start messing with you. And yeah, another thing is I have lost over 25 pounds. When I first became pregnant, I was only 100 pounds. I gained 45 pounds and now I am down 25 pounds. I hope to keep some of this weight on because it looks good on me. I'm very, very petite, so I'm trying to, you know, make myself eat even when I'm not hungry. Everything is slowly coming down. Like, I'm not retaining fluid like I was. My energy has definitely picked up, increased since having the baby. I have more energy even though I am tired, but it's not the same type of fatigue that I was experiencing where I had to basically lay down. I couldn't even bend down without, you know, feeling shortness of breath. So I'm able to actually go out and actually cook and actually do things without feeling like I'm gonna pass out, which is definitely a good feeling. I feel tons and tons lighter than what I felt, and overall, I'm just at a happy place in my life. I'm blessed. I have 3 beautiful children, 3 healthy children, all, you know, fast, quick deliveries, and everything is just wonderful. So I'm trying to hurry up and wrap this video up because Juju is going to be up soon. But yeah, another thing that I want to say to all of the new mothers out there, or mothers that have a lot of kids, you have to try to find some time for yourself. Like I said in the beginning with my nails, I just had a baby, so I haven't had time to actually go to a nail salon. And that's something that I have to make sure that I don't forget is about myself, because if I'm not good, I'm not good to my kids. So make sure you find some time throughout the day, even if it's 5, 10, 15 minutes, just step away. If you can, read a book, just look up, thank God, just take in some fresh air, and, you know, just to have a moment to yourself, because if you don't, you can go crazy, and it's not a good feeling when you feel overwhelmed. So as for Juju, he's doing super well. His birth weight was 6 pounds, 6 ounces, 20 inches long. A day or 2 later, he lost a couple of ounces, which is normal, they said, for infants. I had to follow up with the doctors in 2 to 3 days after we left the hospital. Everything was well. All his tests were great. His hearing, everything was perfect. He definitely is latching on very well. Breastfeeding is definitely something that's not very difficult for me. So that's definitely a plus, because he's getting all the nutrients and everything that he needs. As far as his sleeping patterns, he sleeps about every 2.5 to 3 hours, which is okay. During the day, he sleeps more than at night, because, you know, they have their nights and days mixed up. So I'm trying to get him on a schedule where he, you know, can understand that, which will take some time. But for the most part, he only wakes up about twice in the night, and my husband and I rotate. So I usually have the day shift while he's working, and he'll take over at night. I only get up when I need to breastfeed. I'm kind of in between bottle feeding as well, only because I feel like the breast milk is not sufficient, and I feel like babies tend to build up more gas, which is another thing I wanted to jump into. After about 2 weeks, which is where we are now, he's experiencing a lot of gas. I can tell because his face turns very red and his body is tensing up. So if your baby is, you know, crying a lot, you know, turning red and just tensing up, they may be experiencing a lot of gas. They may have colic. What I've learned is, you know, keeping your baby's feet up, keeping them in an upright position, and making sure to constantly burp them when they're feeding. Don't give them too much to eat at once. You know, their stomachs are very tiny, so they can only take but so much. My son only drinks about 1.5 ounces to 2, and he's good to go. So burping is something that you want to make sure that you constantly do for your baby. Even tummy massages, you know, to help get the gas out their stomachs. And there's also a probiotic that you can look into online that is supposed to help your babies. A couple of drops you put in their mouth or their milk to help ease the discomfort. But overall, he's doing so well. He's holding his head up. He's so alert. He's very strong, and, you know, we're just enjoying him. So everything is going well so far with him, and I'm just so overjoyed. Look who woke up. Juju woke up. You smiling? Say hi to everyone, Juju. Say hi to everybody. Everybody's been waiting to see you. Say hi. Say hi to everyone. Say thank you for all the love that everybody has given me. Right? So that pretty much wraps up my 2-week postpartum update. And before I go, I wanted to give you guys a belly shot to show you my progress of where I'm standing today. If you have not already checked out my labor and delivery vlog, I'll make sure to insert that in for you guys. Thanks for watching, and also thank you for all the sweet comments and encouraging words and well wishes on me giving birth to my son. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more baby vlogs and more topics on motherhood, make sure you comment down below. And we will see you next time, right? Say bye, Juju. Bye.